Hey everybody, sorry for the no intro and outro. I found out what was going on with my streaming platform. I have to go live on my old StreamYard account. So no intro and outro this week, but hey, we're still going live. So that's all that matters. Um, welcome to another episode of Campfire Chats with Eric and Guest. I'm your host, Edie Testerman. And this Saturday show is for you, the subscribers, for you to have a chance to share your encounters. If you want to come on live, I'll bring you on live. If you just want to talk about them in the chat, we'll just talk about them in the chat. Hey, Roxanne. But for this, hey, Jonaside. Uh, but like I said, for this week only, I have to go live on StreamYard. No intros and outros because it won't let me. Hey, Manisha, won't let me upload it. So it's going to be a little different this week. So just bear with me. Tomorrow is going to be a great show. I've got Jessica Jones coming on with me. We're going to be talking about Bigfoot and the connections with paranormal and supernatural, dealing with Bigfoot. So I'm looking forward to that. Looks like I'll be going live with Jessica tonight, so I'll be on her show tonight as well. So we got a fun, packed week for us all. But yeah, like I said earlier, I have to go live from my old StreamYard account, so there's no intro and no outro this week. No commercials, nothing. We'll just go through it, but we'll get her done. We ain't gonna let something like that stop us talking about our encounters. So with that being said, has anybody got any encounters they want to share this week? Anything unusual happened to them besides Roxanne's cats walking on two legs, smoking a cigarette, going, "What's up?" Anything out of the ordinary that they want to share with us? So I know it's been a busy week for me, and I've got even a busier week next week. So, uh, I'm going to be cramming the info. Hey, Tanya, um, I'll be cramming some info last minute next weekend, but I look forward to having Jessica on tomorrow. Um, I've had some kind of interesting things around here. I cannot sit there and say it's paranormal, cryptid, or even supernatural. Um, some interesting broken branches right close to my house, right close to my window right here, actually. Um, it could be tied to wind when we had those storms, but it's only a select few branches that are broke, and the height's pretty tall to be broken off for a dog to be breaking them off. And it's pretty much a straight path to my window right here next to me. Um, so, like I said, I cannot tie it to anything cryptid, paranormal, or supernatural. The fact that we did have storms, I have to play that into effect on it. All I can rule out is the animals. Thank you, Bobby. Bobby gifted a membership. I'm not sure who's going to get it yet, but I do appreciate that. I've got to get set up. I've been too busy to do things on the members only, but I do need to get my button gear, do a members only live. So if you are a member, keep that in mind. We'll kind of talk about the show and see how things are going and where you think it's going. Jonas, I got it. Thank you, because it didn't show up on my end. Jonas, congratulations for the membership. Um, I am trying to get some more videos produced and put out for the members only. The members only get to see them a month prior to anybody else. That is one of the perks of being a members only. And but I do need eventually do a live for the members only. Kind of get and talk with everybody, see how they're thinking, come up with some more ideas. Time is my enemy on this, just because it's that time of year. I am just flat hammered. We got a lot done. And a lot done this week. There was a couple days, or there was one day this week where I was running two crews. But outside of that, it was mostly been one crew all week. All next week, I will be running two different crews on two different sides of the county. So it's going to be a busy work week. Um, but no, I just found that odd how these branches are broken. Some of them laid over. Like I said, it's taller than a dog. So I can rule the dog and cats out of it, but because of the wind, I can't rule that out, even though it's only in a very small section, which is very unlikely to be to be the wind. What it is, I don't know yet. I mean, for most of you guys who've been following me for a while know that I've got a lot of Bigfoot activity around here. My area is known for dogmen as well, very highly known for dogmen. Ozark howlers, seriously down to stat, but also Bigfoot, uh, which breaking that stuff over, leaning it over like it is going to lean me more towards either a werecat, Bigfoot, or Dogman. Um, but I'd be doing you and me a disservice if I said the wind could not have played a part in it, even though it's very unlikely because of it's only a path just a little bit wider than I am. So if it was the wind, it would have laid a bigger pat down. But we did have storms, so it's kind of interesting how it's done. Uh, Man, it's just freaky. I came home one day and noticed it. I didn't see it when I left out in the morning. Of course, it was dark in the morning, so it's kind of hard to see. But when I got home, that's when I noticed it. And something had dug up my lake cat, Aurora. Something had dug her up and carried her out to my drive. I found that coming home one evening. So something weird's been going on around here. So, and that's most of the activity that I know for sure I've had around here. I've had some weird howls. The few of those weird howls, I've had those. But outside of that, not much else. So, what about you guys? You guys had anything interesting in your neck of the woods? Kind of curious. See who else has got some activity going on. Hey, Aaron, how you doing? But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to find out what it is. What is breaking them branches over like that? Just your work at? Is it smoking Lucky Strike non-filters or pretty good, exhausted, but finally done moving? Oh, that's awesome. I forgot you was moving. That's right. I forgot about that. Well, I'm glad you got that done. Oh, excuse me. Daggone. I have got struck with a sudden urge of tiredness, and I don't know if it's the heat zipping or zapping it out of me or what. I had to go help my daughter and her friend a little bit ago. They were stuck on the side of the road. Got them up and going. They're heading back home. Kamira's back with me. So my youngest, I took her, and that's her dog. It took her for a few days, for about a week, actually, a little over a week. And they were on their way to bring her back here because they can't have her there when they broke down. So I had to leave Williams Show a little early this morning. I felt bad about that, but when your daughter's in trouble, what do you do? Oh, everything sounds good except for the peas, Aaron. I'm looking at making me some pork steaks. I haven't eaten yet. I've just been running nonstop. I haven't eaten yet. Hello, Mihala. How's it going? Um, for everybody coming in kind of late, once again, I apologize. I'm going live on StreamYard because this is the only platform I can go live on. I found out what was going on with Talk Studio. I won't be able to take care of that until next week. So no intro, no outro, no commercials, none of that fun stuff we get to do because this is a free program, so I don't get to do all that fun stuff. Good deal. Just finished a good hamburger. Oh, that sounds so good, Kyle. That sounds so good. You haven't eaten yet. I've been doing dishes and running and trying to write some today, but my computer's been acting up. I think I finally got my computer going good enough. I need to get some writing in though. But I don't know how much of that I'll be able to get done today because I got to eat after the show and then hop on to Jessica's show. And then Jessica will be on with me tomorrow. So you get 2 doses of the Cryptid Huntress and the Bizarre and the Unknown. 2 days worth. Fried eggs, sandwich. Oh, with mustard. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, but yep, you guys get the pleasure of having 2 days of the Cryptid Huntress and the Bizarre and the Unknown together. It's going to be fun. So, yeah, I look forward to tomorrow's subject, man. You know, because you guys know how I feel about Bigfoot and the paranormal and supernatural, and we're going to be. That's what our topic's going to be. It's going to be, you know, the ties between Bigfoot, paranormal, supernatural, and the possibilities. So, I look forward to that. I love that type of stuff. Yeah, it does have fun. It does. I'm enjoying it. I don't know what tonight's topic's going to be. She just messaged me before I came live to see if I can come on with her. I was like, yeah, man, I'll hop on with you. I don't care. I like doing that stuff anyways. I know it's hotter than a bugger in this dang office right now. I have no air, and it's like 86 degrees in my house, and it's like even with the fan on, I'm like, man, this is hot in here. It got hot today. The Snow's happy. He got to go for his ride. He gets a little upset when you don't get to go for his ride. So he got to go in the ride in the car with AC. Of course, I picked Chimera up, and she had to be up my butt while we drove home. I just went ahead and picked her up from my daughter and sent her and her friend home because of their vehicle. What are you staring at? What are you staring up at your tail curled up? Strap some frozen water bottles to the front of your. Oh man, that yeah. I got like a little window unit in my living room, and I've got a fan in front of it, and it's still 86 degrees in here. It's just like it's so stinking hot. Temperature says it was like 90, it's 96, but the humidity's got it up over 100, and that's what's doing it. It's just daggone humidity. It's so freaking bad this year. So if I know if I'm suffering, man, you know Bigfoot and Dogman's got to be suffering too. Hell, the werewolves could even be laying low. Like, man, it's too hot for me to get covered in fur right now. 514. Oh, heck yeah. But yeah, I've got this one fan like right here, but I'm already sweating. No, you don't need up here. No, you don't need up here. No. 9. Stop out. It's too hot. You're too big. So yeah, I've tried that before. Problem is with the biggest space that I got, it does very little in here. I need to finish this office up, but I'm thinking about soundproofing this office. I'm thinking about ripping everything out. Yeah, I am. Uh, I'm thinking about ripping everything out and soundproofing this office. Hoping that does better because I'm thinking about trying to do that virtual voice deal, and that way, get out of there. Hold on. I told you to get out of there. now. You listen. You don't need to be in there. There's nothing for you in there. Why are you being a little pain in the butt this last couple weeks, Bubba? Watch your toes. Yeah, watch your toes. No, 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 no. It's too hot. Hey, Dawn. We got a kitten for Clara about a month ago, and we can't think of a name for her. She's light, very light Siamese with white, tannish gray, tabby stripes on her legs, tail, and face. So it's a female. Hey, Michigan. A good name. A good name. I'm doing some research on Goatman. I had an encounter a year ago in the cemetery, found him digging up an old grave. The group I was with left in a hurry. Holy cow. I'm working right now. Thankful that I have been hard a couple weeks from lost my last week, went to my best man. Oh no. I ain't hearing that, man. Need something pretty as her. Kind of like, yeah, what is that flower's name? Give me a second. I got to look this up. And it may be hard to pronounce because it's an Aztec flower that I was thinking of, but Tigrida, commonly known as the tiger flower. Hey, Blackie. Yeah, she is a pretty colored one. Oh, Jessica pop in. I didn't see her. Hey, Jessica, if you popped in. Oh, yeah, you did. Hey, sorry, I was looking up his flower for Aaron because he's trying to come up with a name. Ooh, Aster's a good name. Hey, Tyler. What do you think, Aaron? Aster? I'll put it in the comments. That'd be an easier one to pronounce. That's a beautiful, beautiful name, Aster. Yep, I put it up in here. That is how you say it, Esther. I thought that'd be kind of a nice name for that kitty right there. I think. I don't know. What do y'all people in the comments think? Usually names come to me, but hers hasn't. Yeah. Dawn. Any grape jelly on a burrito? Oh, what do you guys think in the chat? You think that name's a good name? Aster for her little kitty. trying to get my other screen to load up so I can show pictures of it. If my other screen will pop up. Well, we got 2 of them for it, plus Aaron. So there you go. Lotus is another good one, Don. That's another good one. Aster's good too. Astera. Yeah, Astera's a good name too. Astor is a color. I did not know Astor was a color. That's cool. Suggested Astor, then I thought Astrid. Go right in the middle, Aster. Oh yeah. Wait. Just to put her 2 cents on the name. Well, go for it, Erica. Put it in. I didn't see her in the chat. Oh, there she is. Yes, we're naming the little kitty. We're helping Aaron name her. Aster is a type of flower. Astor, I am not sure. But give me a second. I'm getting ready to pull. I'm trying to get this pulled up where I can show pictures of it. Squirrel. Hey, Dario. This is taking a few to load up here. All right. Oops, hit the wrong one. Hey, Jason. All right, Aaron's little kitty. Yeah, Jessica does. And I do. But that is a little putty kitty. I thought I saw a putty tat. I did see a putty tat. Cute little booger. She's mischief. Hey, Bubby. Got them blue eyes. Man, yeah, Aster. Let me let's see if this is gonna work. Man, the colors ain't quite right. This is what your Aster flyer looks like. So I don't know if that'll work because the colors ain't right. It's adorable is a good name. So that's the color Astor right here. That's the color Astor. Let's see here. It is close to her eye colors. think there's a name I'm trying to remember. I'm looking it up real quick. It's a very beautiful name. Eden or Eden. I don't know why I couldn't think of that name. Eden. She's the Nordic goddess, is the keeper of the golden apples of immortality. I don't know why I couldn't think of her name off the top of my head. Eden. I had to look it up because like, I'm forgetting the name. I'm forgetting the name. Luna, that's nothing. Elspeth. Man, I can't believe. I mean, you got Frigg, which was Odin's wife. Sterling. Yeah, Frigg was Odin's wife. That's another one. Um, Freya, which is the one that's used a lot, which is beauty and love and all that. Scotty is the goddess of winter and hunting. Scotty. Idun, which is the goddess of the spring. Sif, Nana, and then Ir. I'm writing down, y'all. Hey, Amy. Well, you can name her after one of my characters in my book, Ira, the wife of Grimson. Ira. That don't sound right. Frigg wouldn't be a bad one, honestly. There's some names right there for you, Aaron. I don't know how much help we were with White Heather is the name of Smoky Mountain flower that blooms once a year. Cinder, there you go. Did I miss any more names? Yep, Luna's moon. Yep. Karen, Lioness, Kia, Cap Freya or Freya. Yep. Freya is a very common one used, because of where she is. And people forget about the other ones like, in Eden and Frigg and some of the others. I think I'm caught up on the comments there. Sassafras, yeah. Sassy for short, yep. Oh, you're welcome. Izzy, yeah. So the idea that throw Ember, yeah, but she's a cream color. She's a calico, so I don't know if Ember is like a really good one for her. I like the name, but being she's a calico and she's cream color, I don't know. Hey, Overbuilt. There's a look lady slipper that's color is close to the out of the eyes. It's either. Aaron Squirrel was a cute name. And you love squirrels. Or Siamese. Sorry, Siamese. Oh, I was thinking calico because I had a baby in my mind. Tinkerbell, Buffy. You're just lurking at squirrels are good eating. There you go. So give you a list of them. Great. Cats are great. I got one tabby lay here. Meow. Scratched out. Yeah, it stretched out. Duchess. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Yeah, Blackie and Socks is all in the house soaking up the AC. They're like, dude, it's hot. Lug nut. That'd be more like a dog one right there. Lug nut. Kind of like meathead. Can opener. Oh, you guys. I'm kind of curious now because I forgot. So Ira means snow, merciful. Ira, which is a short version of Ira, EIR, is the goddess of health and healing. And it says here Ira is Welsh, but Ira is a Nordic name. It's female cat, so just goddess. Yeah. Because I remember looking her name up and I couldn't remember what it was for, but just give me something completely different. But in Welsh mythology, Ira means snow, or in Scandinavian. There it is. That's why I found it. Scandinavian roots is where the room Ira comes from. Is merciful. That's why I picked her name because she's always bringing Grimson back to reality. Miss name Erica. Hell yeah, that's my oldest daughter's name. Zilly. I've heard that name before. That's a rare name right there. Stripes. Can't say that aloud. Yeah, I've heard Zeely before. That's a rare name. Lyra. Oh, that's a nice. That's a good name. But you can pick out some names that you like to top out of the best of those, and we'll look up the meanings for you, Zena. We can pick out the. We can see what the meanings of the names are for you, Aaron. If that'll help you out. So you guys pick out the top names that you like out of that list you just got, and then we'll look up the meanings behind the names. Like my name means ruler of all, always ruler. My animal names rarely reflect them. My cat is Bunny. If I ever get another, it'll probably be Monkey, but Bunny is likely my last. That is funny, actually. We had a cat named Buford P. Kumquat. His nickname was the Kumquat Kid, and he was a Siamese. But Buford P. Kumquat, the Kumquat Kid. He was a Holy terror! One hell of a good cat though. Sealy, that's not a bad name, Sealy. You are most welcome, Aaron. Hope we can help you out a little bit. Did I miss something? I thought I seen somebody come in. I may have missed. Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. So yeah, I have one cat named Clumsy. Believes she can walk straight off the coffee table. Look, what happened? Oh my god! Yeah, that's a fitting name. Blackie likes riding around on my shoulder, making plagues really quick. No worries. I had a Siamese cat named Sammy when I was a kid. Oh yeah, dude, Buford was hilarious. He would hide under the record player, and I've got it. It's what my TV's standing on now, but it's an old cabinet style record player. It was passed down. It was my grandmother's, given to my mom after she passed away. My mom gave it to me, but he used to hide under that thing and wait till hey Ryan, wait till you walk by it, and he'd come out and attack your feet and then run back under that record player. It varies, Don. It varies. I wonder something here. Oh, thank you, Amy. You're awesome. Oops. Thank you, Amy. You're awesome. I appreciate that so much. Yeah. Yeah, or Bill, I Blackie does. Oh, did you? I've been so busy, I haven't done a whole much on my Patreon or my members only. I've just been hammered at work. One of my high school friends had this boy cat who would steal her bag of weed. He couldn't find it. We knew. Look under the bed. I had a monkey steal my joint before. He flew through there, landing on my shoulder all the time. Hell yeah. Amy. We're trying to, man. I'm sweating my backside off, Ryan, but we're trying, man. Oops. Just name. No comment, Amy. No comment. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. So there's this video. I played this a while back when I did a the poltergeist deal, and this is something you have to worry about because this is something supernatural. Um, and I am going to try to play this. Give me a second while I get it set up. I want to make sure this is the right one first. Why he called? Yeah, and I can't say that word on here. But yeah, it's a funny name. If I can get this to play, I want to make sure it's the right one.
What the fuck?
That's one of them. That's not the one I was thinking of. This is from Dark Side Reality here.
Who's that? Who's me?
Okay, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. Let me share this. This comes from Dark Side Reality. But this is something that we have to consider. And I want to put the mic down a little bit so we can try. Sorry, guys. Let me replay that because I don't know what happened to my mic. Let's try this again real quick.
Who's that? Who's me? Aren't you at your friend's sleepover? Mm-hmm.
The voice of her son can be heard trying to trick her and opening the door.
Where are you? What do you want? There's food in the microwave.
So that's just a small part of it. So this can definitely be one or the other. It could be supernatural. It could be. I just lost my screen. Uh-oh. There we go. But I want, if you notice, if this video is legit, the son was sitting next to her, and you got this thing beating on the door, claiming to be the son trying to get in the room. Well, come on, do what I want you to do. You heading to the Boxer Lounge? Hell yeah. Yeah, sorry about that video. You couldn't hear it. But you can hear it just banging on the door, moving the door handle, and saying, "Hey, it's me, it's me." Now they're calling it a mimic. I don't think it's a mimic. I think it's something else. Basically, because of the activity that's doing. Now, if this video is legitimate, you kind of need to understand some basic things. I don't know if she knew it being proper or not. She did not invite it in. So being she didn't invite it in, it couldn't come in. But it's in her house. So yes, paranormal can do that. Don't get me wrong. It absolutely can do that. But by the way it was acting and how well it was mimicking her son's voice that was next to her, leads me towards that was definitely something supernatural in her house. Stan, I can't stand us no more. So I don't know. And I cannot, like I said, this video is from the Dark Reality, and I cannot 100% say that this is authentic, but that is something that you do run into on these paranormal, supernatural investigations or encounters. Yeah. There's a couple different videos here. Like this, there's one kid that's walking around his house and he hears something. She might not have invited in, but we don't know if her kids didn't do something. Exactly, Ryan. The thing was, it wasn't invited in the bedroom. And if you notice, it couldn't get in the bedroom. She did not invite it in. And that's either just sheer dumb luck or she knew what she was doing. Yeah.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Brooklyn, New York.
And I'm trying to see these other videos here. Okay, that's not the one. So there's another instance that happened that is very similar to that one there. This is the edited one. This is from Breaks Optic. When I turn this volume up here.
Hold up. Why is the tree on that? Whatever that is coming from up here. Should I attack the comment? Fuck. Because that was coming. That all that video is coming from like right in that room. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? You guys, did I just Okay.
So, well, daggone it. So what you're hearing is there's something turned on his Christmas tree lights. Then he's seen something move across the top of the stairs. So he's trying to figure out what's going on. And at the top of the stairs, he hears his voice call out his name. Hey, Ryan, get up here. And then he freaks out and backs up. And the voice, he's freaking out here. And the voice says, get up here now. That's another thing you got to be careful for. And Ryan's got some few points here. He's absolutely right. She did acknowledge it, though, and that was a big mistake on her part. Yes, but she didn't invite it in. I think that's the only thing that's probably saved her. She did not invite them in. But you're right. She did acknowledge it, which is not good. When you hear something talking to you, no, you didn't. Yeah. That is, in some instances, that does work, Kyle, but sometimes it takes more than that, trust me. And you got to be strong with your face, too. These are definitely things you'll run into on paranormal investigations, but supernatural can do it too. Or supernatural can do it too. Both of these videos, the creator of the video is claiming these are mimics. I absolutely do not believe at all that these things are mimics. I think it's something else. Something very, very evil. Especially the fact of how clear it can mimic these people's voices. Definitely puts it outside of the paranormal realm. I mean, it is. If you wasn't standing there, you would not know that it wasn't that person. I bring in the archangels. Yeah, that's no kidding, Mahala. So, I mean, when you're out here doing these investigations with paranormal, supernatural, this is a couple things that you're going to run into it. It's not a question if you run into it. It's when you run into it. You will do it. Not like entering a room, Ryan, but to give it power to continue, yes. I agree with that 100%. As far as entering the room, no, because you literally have to say "come in" in order for it to enter the room. Acknowledging it means that you acknowledge it's there, which means it's going to ramp up its activity, which means it's going to make it worse. More than one thing can mimic, absolutely, yeah. And that's why that thing didn't enter the room, is because she never said "come in." As long as you don't say "come in," welcome, you don't open the door for it, it can't cross that threshold. But acknowledging it absolutely is going to ramp up that activity and cause things to become extremely violent. That can lead into that videos like I was showing of the similarities between a poltergeist haunt and a gin haunt. This one here. Acknowledging it can lead to what this does here. Can also lead up to this one here.
Get out of my house.
That's what acknowledging can lead that up to. Always wondered why vampires are seen in areas with vast amounts of water. When moving water can kill a vampire. There's something to that, Ryan. I can't remember where the theory of water hurting vampires came from, but that's not known in a lot of mythologies, only a certain few. Thank you, Jason. But see, those last two, those were poltergeist haunts, which like I said, I'm a firm believer. I don't think poltergeist is paranormal. I think it's supernatural. Acknowledging it and trying to get rid of it or not allowing it to enter can lead to levels of activities that's very violent like that right there. Yeah, I seen that. Man, I was doing some research on some ancient text about vampires when I did my vampire show, and I can't remember what it was about water. I'd have to look up my notes again. But it's kind of like it's like garlic. The theory of the garlic harming vampires actually came from anything like ticks, leeches, stuff like that can't stand garlic, and that's where the saying, garlic and vampires don't mix. Basically, vampires don't like garlic. That's where it came from. And for some reason, I was thinking that was very similar with water, or it was certain types of vampires. I can't remember which one it is, but certain types of vampires are affected by water, where others are not. I can't remember off the top of my head. Yes. To your question there, parts of it is absolutely correct. Yes, what Ryan's saying here, it's a purifier. But the thing is, it's got to be sea salt. It's got to be actual sea salt in order for it to work. They can't cross it. It forms a barrier that does not allow them to cross, the same as wrought iron. I've been heck. I eat a lot of garlic, Michigan, and I've been taking garlic pills too, aged garlic pills. That's why I don't get a whole lot of ticks. Even this year, the amount of garlic I was eating did not stop the ticks because it was just like an overflow of ticks this year, and it's been dropped from boxes and stuff. We know that. Hey, Caleb, good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Going to watch on the big screen? Oh yeah, Kyle. So I mean, I upped my garlic intake by taking those aged garlic deals too, and that's since I started doing that. That's when I've stopped getting ticks on me again. But like leeches and ticks and stuff don't like garlic, and that is where the old saying is: to keep vampires away, you got to keep garlic. There's not been any historical evidence to suggest that that's true. That was mainly came out when Hollywood started making movies. But water, there's something to it. Ryan's onto something there, and I cannot remember the exact notes on the water. Part of me says it's certain types of vampires that don't like the water, but that was a mythology that's not focused on all types of vampires. You'll have to look that up, man. I am not 100% sure on that. Yeah, I can't remember that. I gotta look that up, Brian. I got to remember to look that up. I remember seeing something on that though when I was doing research for my book and in my TV show when it came to vampires, because I wanted to try to keep things historically accurate as possible when I was writing my books, and of course doing my show. I don't want to put misinformation out. And female vampire shows up in the door. Me. So I see you're back for more sucky lucky vampire. Please don't say it like that. Yeah, there's different types of vampires, and that's one thing that people don't realize. There's not just one blood-sucking type. There is several different types of vampires out there. And that's actually why zombies and vampires are tied together, because in a lot of cultures, Roxanne, I can't do anything commercial wise on this platform. So I can't do the top of the hour deal. That's why zombies and vampires are tied together so closely in a lot of mythology, is because they consider zombies as a type of vampire. And they're actually labeled in these cultures as a vampire and as a zombie. So I mean, we have to be careful about that. There are many types of vampires and shapeshifters too. Yes, there is, Mahala. There actually is. Are Osage orange walking sticks popular around? Yes, we have a lot of them around here. They're used for bows. They're used for a lot of different stuff. Yeah, Ryan. Yeah. You know, you get a certain level of paranormal activity going on in my house, and I'm going to be like this kid here in this one of a great movie here. Oh, I have to turn the volume down. They're here. It seems like that with me quite often. It's like, gosh dang, man. Sticks, but not Osage. Yeah, so Osage orange, also known as crab apples, also known as hedge apples, also known as a couple other different things. They got its name Osage orange because it was popular in the regions of the Osage Native Americans. It's a very popular stick, very durable stick. It's got a lot of properties, a lot of magical abilities to them, and they are all over the place out here. I didn't realize I turned my volume down that low. Let me try that again here. Hold on. Find my volume button. Supernatural and paranormal comes to my house, and I'm like, oh, crap. Oh, it's still not doing the volume very good. I wonder why. That's weird. Well, scratch that idea. Oh, crap. I did it again. There it is. I'm in Southwest Missouri, Michigan. Hey, Kawhi, how's it going? So, we have to be careful on this type of stuff, and I'm going to tell you now. Yes, I've been dealing with paranormal and supernatural for a very long time, pretty much my whole life, damn near my whole life. I've been dealing with it since I was paranormal since I was 3 and supernatural since I was 9. It's pretty much my whole life I've been dealing with paranormal and supernatural, and I've seen it and dealt with it all over this world. I was the same as most people. I learned the hard way, so I try to be helpful to other people that wants to get into this field of study and investigation, and try to give you some warnings ahead of time. They're not only are they easily mistaken, but the level of violence between one or the other is hugely, hugely greater. If you're dealing with supernatural, supernatural will possess you. Paranormal will not. Supernatural will make everything in your house do like those 2 videos are doing. Paranormal will not. Supernatural can unalive you. Paranormal can't. Both of them can leave marks, but supernatural marks are going to be a lot deeper and a lot more dangerous than paranormal marks. And you'll run into a place that you swear is just paranormal activity, and then eventually you find out later on in the investigation it's supernatural. There's a supernatural entity there. And you have to be careful on haunted houses as well, because there's always a dominating ghost there. But there could also be not a dominating ghost, but a dominating supernatural spirit there. Be very careful on that. If you got paranormal or paranormal or paranormal run, nah, man, where you be Michigan, you'd be surprised how many ghosts are around us every single day, 24/7. I can go anywhere you want me to go, and I'm going to pull up paranormal activity. That's the amount of ghosts that we have on this planet. It is literally everywhere you go. Think about that when you're having special time with your significant other. You're playing for a crowd, folks. I hate to tell you, but you are playing for a crowd. Think about that when you're taking a shower or you're sitting on a porcelain throne. You're playing for a crowd, because there is paranormal activity no matter where you go on this planet. I would much rather, as it goes for safety wise, I'd much rather deal with paranormal than I would supernatural. Just because it's safer. When you deal with supernatural, things can go south in the blink of an eye. You've seen how long it took to explode that kitchen and set off a caramel alarm outside. That's how quick it can change on a paranormal investigation. And all that dude said was, "Get out of my house." And it did that. That is supernatural. I saw a meme that says, "Ghosts watch you poop." Yes, they do, Jessica. They do. Think about that when you're singing in the shower. You're not singing to yourself. You're singing to a crowd. I got laughing. Ghost hunters claim they are all indigenous ground. It's all indigenous ground. It depends. Yeah, mostly. Yeah, it depends on where you're at. Oh, you're talking about ancestral period, Ryan, or are you talking about the native people? Michigan. Do you think Glimmerman is supernatural? Yes. Yeah, Glimmerman is definitely supernatural. Too many elements to that would is the reason why I believe that, because of the level of activity it is, the intensity of it, what it can do. It's supernatural. When we talk about the big W is not a cryptid. That irks the holy living crap out of me, and it's not a cryptid. It literally is a supernatural possession of a flesh and blood human body. But I'm not for sure it can be just human. I think it can possess anything that has a life force to it, but I could be wrong. Native people, yeah, most of the land around here, you're right. It's going to be indigenous land. But see, that's why I was kind of saying that, because indigenous, that could be the Aborigines, that could be a whole bunch of other people. That's why I wanted to ask you that one there, Ryan. But yeah, most of this land is native land, yes. So if you don't react, but you ask the people in the room if you heard it, is that the same as inviting or giving permission? It's acknowledging it, Tanya, because you're acknowledging that you heard it. It's not really giving it permission. It is acknowledging it, though. Think about any private thing you do. There's always someone watching. You're always playing for a crowd. You're absolutely right, Aaron. Do you think anything spirit or cryptid lingers in space alone? That's going to be a good question for tomorrow's show with Jessica Jones. I don't want to hit too much on that, because that is literally some of the stuff we're going to be talking about on tomorrow's show with my co-host Jessica Jones, who's in the chat tonight. Freaking out. No worries. No, you're good, Tanya. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Rockwell has entered the chat. Hey, William, how's it going? Heck yeah. We're going to have a great time tomorrow talking about this stuff, Jessica. What's your show tonight about, Jessica? Ryan don't know nothing about it. Oh, no, it's Godzilla. Run, it's Godzilla. But, yeah, so I'm going to save that question for tomorrow night. But, I mean, this stuff is, you got to understand, this stuff is all around us. Paranormal, Ozark's Encounters of Curses. Oh, yeah. That's going to be a good show. Well, if it's supernatural or paranormal, it's no longer a cryptid. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, of course. Okay. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of encounters going on here. That's why this broken stuff I was talking that, these broken vegetation here next to my window, a path leading to my window. I don't know if it's werecat. I don't know if it's dogman. I don't know if it's Bigfoot. It could be the wind, because we did have a storm, but it's just a path a little bit wider to me that comes up to my window. The house I just moved out of, put an axe on the ground by the front door, so there's going to be a cryptid party there next little while. MIB, cattle mutilations, portals, seems like least known topics. Yeah. Hey, Gary, how's it going? Okay, I'm caught up on the comments. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes on out here in the Ozark Mountains, man. There are a lot of weird stuff. These werecats are, man, they're making themselves known here. And that's what I've been dealing with for a while, looking into it, because of the reports around me. Well, the ranger shootings before, I had reports around me, but it was shortly after them reports of the ranger shootings that I started getting reports of them around me and on my property, and what I'm pretty sure I saw behind my woodshed. I am pretty sure I saw that was the werecat I seen, because it didn't look like anything else I've ever seen back there before. It was different. You do have their baby werecat. You absolutely do, Roxanne. That thing's going to be getting up on its hind legs, smoking a Lucky Strike non-filter, holding a cup of coffee, going, "What's up, chick?" If anyone talks with your cryptids, you can ask if they'd stop by me and say hi. Yeah, man, I've got a lot of that activity, but I'm not sitting at a campfire singing Kumbaya with them. What's a werecat? So werecats are predominantly known in Mesoamerican culture, but Celtics have talked about it. Other cultures have talked about it too. It's just mainly known in Mesoamerica, and it's the same as an SW. Same process of transforming into that cat is the same process as you do for an SW, as you do for some types of werewolves, and other creatures too. A lot of people think about transformation and they think automatically go to wolf. It's not just a wolf. It's oh, you put an X up there. It can be any creature as long as it dons its fur. No, William, shame on you. Thing is, he had grown a lot bigger than his daddy, and daddy is a big himself. Heck yeah, some. I mean, I've had some pretty big toms. I wonder if he got any Maine Coon in it. Yeah, the work at is a fur coat that's too fluent in people's faces. Yeah, to flaunt in people's faces. No, I mean, so when you think of werewolf, I mean, it's the same concept as a werecat. It dons its fur, does what it's got to do to transform. Remember the big fur boots of the 90s or whatever? Oh, yeah, and they're starting making a comeback now. I'm starting to see more and more people wear them big old fur boots again. Fur boots is making a comeback. You know, although not everybody can be like Jessica Jones and has a dragon on her shoulder. I wear my pet's fur on me. I leave the house. That ain't no joke. Not exactly the same as Yanni. There are rituals that the Yanni perform that are exclusive to them. Yes, there is some. Yes, there is some rituals that is different, but if you look at it in a whole, on most of them, it's all the same. Their rituals could differ slightly, but yes. X on the ground means welcome. Huh. Hey, Mike. Trying to remember if I've heard that before or not. She's got the apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. As cryptophobe, we should wear big fur boots to identify with others. The pelts of the lichens involve direct satanic means. Maybe. I mean, that's possible. Um, I haven't really heard that in all my studies, but I can't say no. Well, because I mean, there's different type of werewolves, so that could be possible. Because a voodoo priestess or priest can curse you with the werewolf curse, and there's enough evidence to suggest that curse can be passed down through the bloodline. So that's another way of doing it. But you got other people that can don the fur and do it as well. So yeah, I mean, I can see that. Yeah, most people have chips on their shoulder. Jessica's got a dragon. And a standing up X means you don't go further. Yeah, that's what I thought. Was you did? Yeah, I always knew you didn't go further, but I never knew that was a welcome. I could be wrong though. Yeah, you put it in my head, daggone it. Manisha. Are there any hierarchies with medicine men? That is going to be a William question. I believe there is, but I could be wrong. I'm not as familiar with it. William is a medicine man, so he will know. Oh, cleaning. Oh, gosh. Peter Stubb, Germany's werewolf, claimed the pelt he wore to transform was given to him by Satan. He claims that, but look how many times people misidentify things as a devil or a demon or Satan all the time. I mean, that stuff happens like nonstop. I mean, there's so many reports like that. Is it the actual Satan, or is that how they perceive him to be? I wonder. I wonder if I could find that video real quick. Yes. The voodoo priestess or priest can curse you with werewolf with the Rougarou curse. I wonder if I can find it this way. So it's not that one. I wonder if I put it in here. I actually made a video of Jessica with a dragon on her shoulder. I'm trying to find it real quick. That's not it. I sent it to you. I may have to pull it up that way. I don't know if I saved it or not. I sent it to you a while back. I mean, I'd have to go through a lot of stuff I've sent you. And Mother Dragon. Oh, there you go. There's your answer right there. Can't remember if I sent it on text or messenger. If I sent it on text, I don't have it anymore. Oh, I think I found it. Is that it? Or is that just a still picture of it? It might be the still picture of it. It may not be the actual video. Made of every cryptid she's or her grandmother has ever encountered. I can't find the video, but I found a still picture of it. And this is actually a still picture from the video I made of Jessica Jones and her little baby dragon on her shoulder. There's Jessica Jones, the mother of dragons. It'd be nice if I can actually find that video. And I may have deleted it. Is this it? Oh, I found it. I found one of them. He's like, quit. I didn't call you. I said, oh, I didn't say bore. I said, oh, here's the video. I found the video. That was a different picture I made. And proof that Jessica Jones is the mother of dragons right there. See, I got video evidence. You can't deny it no more, Jessica. I've got video evidence that you're the mother of dragons. Yeah, you remember that one? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I remember I was still farting around here one night and I was like, oh, I'm so going to pick on Jessica with this. Yeah. You busted. It is. That one picture is kind of cool, though. But I forgot that wasn't the picture from the video. As soon as I found the video, I went, oh, yeah, that's right. That was just a picture I made. And then I was able to turn it into a video. Michigan. Fisher Jessica is a modern day superhero. It is. It is. I had fun. I was like, oh, I'm so going to pick on you. And I was sitting here working on some stuff, and then I was getting frustrated, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to pick on Jessica today. Yep. Yep. So, yeah. So, back to more serious talk, though. I think that was actually my exact words to you too, Jessica. Was I got video evidence you are the mother of dragons? If I remember, I think that's what I sent to you. But so yeah, no, I mean you're being careful. I'm not trying to tell some people not to go out and do cryptid or paranormal or supernatural investigations. Take experienced people with you, and make sure they actually don't believe that. Oh yeah, they know it. They say they know what they're talking about, but sure, you know what? Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah, Gary. You're absolutely right. But make sure they actually do know what they're talking about. Because, I mean, folks, I've learned this the hard way. You can bring something paranormal or supernatural back with you if you are not careful. You absolutely 100% can do that. And that's why I'm trying to tell you extreme cautions. Because you'll think something's paranormal, be like, oh, okay, I brought a ghost home with me. Next thing you know, you're running into something that's like that, like them videos I showed you. And to get something supernatural out of your home is a lot harder than it is to get something paranormal out of your home. Supernatural are very strong. It is very, 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 very hard to get them out of your home. And when you're cleansing, you have to be careful on how you cleanse your home too. You can't start in the living room because you can cut their exit off and you can trap them in there. You always start in the far back corner of your house, not next to an exit, and work your way around, forcing it to your front door or your back door to get it to leave. You can put these, and you want to cleanse before you put these sea salt barriers up or these wrought iron barriers up, because you can trap it in your home that way too. So you cleanse your home, make sure you get everything out. Then you put your wrought iron in your four corners, and then you put your sea salt around the entrances. That's how you keep them out. William's being ornery. Doc Brown wrote a song about Jessica, the cryptid huntress. She is in his song. He's played it on his channel a couple months back. Oh, hell yeah. I haven't heard that one. Yeah, that ain't no kidding, Gary. That's no kidding. Do spells really work? Yes, they absolutely 100% do work. I mean, who's writing these things? You can create your own spell. You have to be very, very careful. And you can create a spell that seems like it's going to be something good, but can be something extremely harmful. Don't do it unless you know what you're doing. By all means, please, you are not educated enough to make spells. Do not be making spells, because you can harm you or your loved ones. You have to be very cautious on that. Spells are one of the few things I'm going to tell you is 100% real, because I've seen the crap with my own eyes. I cannot deny it. It is absolutely 100% real. Part of my family practiced dark magic, and I've seen with my own eyes what dark magic does and what it does to the people using it. I absolutely will never take part in it because of what I've seen. Spells only work if the power is there and the person just can't read the words. No, I mean, that's why I'm saying you got to be very, very careful. And if you have the power, you know how to do it. You can create something that can actually cause harm when you're trying to cause good. You have to be careful. How you speak, how you act, how you believe, how you think, all this stuff plays into this. Man, Michigan, I don't, because there's too many people watch this show. I don't want to get too in depth. I'll get a little bit revered. Hey, revered. It's not the person, it's the thing you're conjuring. Yeah. I'm trying. I don't want to get too in depth. I mean, I've talked about it quite a bit now. Yeah. I mean, something as simple as wishing somebody a happy birthday can have a negative effect on it. Your feelings have a lot to do with it. How it's said has a lot to do with it. A lot of stuff is involved on that. I can't stress it enough. You have to be extremely careful when dealing with them spells. I mean, now William can tell you way more than I can because I never practiced it. I've just seen it with my own eyes and what it's done to people. My mom's dad made a deal with Lucifer in the front yard, and my mom saw it. And that part of my family down has had issues ever since. From my understanding, you can think it too, but it's more powerful if it's spoken. I don't like the term white magic because there literally is no such thing as white magic. There's medicine and then there's dark magic. But what people call medicine nowadays is what people are calling medicine nowadays is white magic. It's medicine, man. It's not. There's no thing as white magic. But yeah. Oh, Miss Anthrope American is driving now. Man, you better keep your eye on that road. The person is the vessel to conduct the power provided by the elements, spirits, and demons, no matter what you call them. Yep. Yeah. Ever since my grandpa had made that deal with Lucifer, from him down, that excludes me because, he's my grandpa. We've had nothing but issues with stuff. We've been cursed. Pointing out because a lot of youngsters who are introduced into the paranormal have encountered with the arts, and it's often misinterpreted as white or dark. Yes, thank you. Yes, man, that is one thing that we misinterpret things a lot, but that is a biggie pet peeve on mine on the white difference between white and black. There is no such thing as white magic, and there's medicine and there's dark magic. Magic in itself is inherently evil. Is Bigfoot moving into trees widely accepted to be true? Break that down. What do you mean moving into? You mean like moving through a forest, or you actually mean going into a tree? Yep. Revered. Yeah. Sadly, yes. And that's not always the case too, because voodoo's put curses on people all the time. But in that aspect, yeah, that's true. But the host doesn't necessarily have to be a participant. Poncho's driving again. Yeah, I can see that, honestly. Into a tree? No. Physically, you're not going to go into that tree. That I would say that's more of either somebody's trying to get clickbait or it's a ghost of a Bigfoot. Yep. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, you don't have to be a willing host. That is a good point right there. Absolutely, yeah. There's no light and dark. There's just dark. Yeah, it's just inherently evil. There's good medicine, what people call white magic nowadays. There's no such thing as white magic. It's medicine or magic. It's just we like to label things, and that's the new label, white and dark. You can decline if you know it's being done to you, but if you don't know it's being done to you, you can't decline. And it can be genetically passed down through the bloodlines. I'm prime example. It absolutely can be passed down through the bloodlines. I wonder if he just like adaptive camouflage. He camouflaged with it. Roxanne. Trees are awesome. Whenever I mow my yard, I give all the trees a hug and tell Amy's a tree hugger. I'm sorry, man. I couldn't resist on that one. I just couldn't resist. You have free will, but decline, but you can still be cursed. Yeah. It takes a lot to get a curse off you. To remove a curse is extremely hard. I've still yet to be able to remove my curse. I dated a female Bigfoot. I'm not against the hair. You have the raspberry preserves? Yeah. And sometimes the trees will bend their branches down to give you a hug. I guess for oh yeah, man. Oh. You're a tree hugger every deer season. Hell yeah, man. Nah, man, I talk to the trees. The trees will talk to you. The rocks will talk to you. The grass, the flowers, everything. Every hugs equals tree hugs. You need to make a shirt of that, Jessica. If you know how to listen, everything around you talks to you. The wind, the grass, the flowers, the trees, the rocks, the mountains, your animals. Yeah, man. I just couldn't resist that when I heard that, man, because that was the first thing that popped in my head. Tree hugger. But no, you talk to them. I mean, I talk to my plants just like I talk to my animals, just like I talk to people. I talk to everything. You guys have seen it. I've done videos where I was talking to a turtle that was on a nest that was making a nest when I was mowing. And I was like, man, I'm sorry to disturb you. I'm trying not to do this. When you're done, I'm going to put a little thing up around this so I don't. If you guys seen that video, I had it when I was on Facebook. That's on my Facebook. I talk to everything, trying to listen to nature too. It's once you can learn how to do it, you can hear. Hey, do you answer yourself back, Poncho? Yeah. William. Everything absolutely has a spirit. Yes. Yes. Everything, Gary. Yes, you're absolutely right. Everything has a spirit, has an energy, has a frequency, has a consciousness, has a voice. The thing where I asked a pecan tree in my yard if it could hear me to touch my shoulder, and it definitely moved its branch to touch me. You'd be surprised how often I've actually heard that. It is actually very relaxing, yes. Where'd it go? Yep. They're very intelligent. Octopi is very intelligent. There's a special person that gets paid very well for people like you. I think a lot of us are doing that nowadays. Yeah, it's everything does. Everything has a voice. Yeah, that's why you'll hear me many times when I see something when I'm doing a live. I'm like, oh hey, thanks for visiting me. And there's so many times that you'll hear me tell them, because this is taught throughout ancient history. If you have a message for me, please deliver it in a dream in a language that I understand. because you don't know when something's trying to give you a message. And if you don't know how to speak to them, you'll never hear that message. That's why you always say, if you have a message for me, please deliver it in a dream in a language that I understand. So that way they can get that message to you, because they could be sent by the great creator to give you a message. You found the fossilized remains of the largest octopus on the earth? Hell yeah. I'd like to see that. I'd love to see that. But yeah. So I mean, that's why you see me. I do that stuff all the time. I'm constantly doing that. I mean, you guys have seen it live when I'm talking to my animals. Hopefully you got some AC in there. You got arms. You have to be smart not to put too many feet and hands in the mouth. Yeah. It's possibly large, and yet everybody talks about it through stories and movies even today. That is awesome. New format for Eric's podcast. Everyone gets to go for 5 minutes and vent their thoughts on things. So yeah. I learned that plants has its own frequency. Absolutely. Everything does. Yes. And that's all plants can sing and play music. Yes. It's very fascinating. Also, I start studying biosymetics, and it has really helped me understand everything. That is a fascinating study. I haven't studied that in several years. I need to get caught back up on it, but I've had studied it mainly for college. That is an extremely awesome subject. Hypnosis is real if you've got a mind that can be hypnotized. If you got a strong consciousness, a strong mind, it's hard to hypnotize. It's responsible for killing the world serpent. That's how big it is. I've examined all the history of all the largest creatures and legends and myth and launched my own cold case stunt. Hell yeah. In junior high, our science teacher had to set up to hear planks talk. Yes. I think I remember something like that vaguely when I was in school too. It's old carcasses that nobody noticed. Yeah, I mean, there's I've done a couple shows on stone giants and revealing a lot of that stuff. I've actually had somebody come out yelling at me about that very thing right there. Can't you hear the screams? What do you mean, lady? Screams? What screams? The screams. Can't you hear the screams? I was like, lady, is there something wrong? Do I need to call 911? The grass. You're cutting the grass. It's screaming. Can't you hear the screams? I mean, literally, that was the conversation. A lot of people do, and I'm just as guilty of that. In college, I had a hypnotist try to get the whole class. He got about 4 of us. Yep. You pretty much got to be willing in order for it to happen. Disclosed classified remains over the violent measures of 14 meters from nose to nostril. That's a big dude. The world serpent, when I hear that, I'm thinking of Jormungandr. And Thor's the one who unalives Jormungandr during Ragnarok. So that's why I was trying to think of what you meant by world serpent. It showed me how to work better with Squatch energy and what's involved. Her name is Ashley. Her channel is Ash K Deep Woods Discoveries. If anyone goes to see her. When you smoke it too. What are you? I'm not keeping it a secret. Had any right. I'm just saying to share it. If anyone wants to find them, I can tell them where they are, including Poseidon and the great winged dragon from the Bible. Yeah, I've showed a lot of that stuff. I mean, even Quetzalcoatl. I had Jesus Payon Jr. on with me one day, And we even, I mean, the remains of Quetzalcoatl. I even showed that. I've done a lot of that stuff. Yeah. She's also been partnered with Todd Standing and learned from him. Hell yeah. Leviathan. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, yeah, Leviathan. Okay, that makes more sense. Thank you. The Midgard serpent, Tangora, the world serpent, Jormungandr. Yeah, Midgard is from Norse mythology, which is what another name for Jormungandr is the Midgard serpent. But it's, but yeah, I believe you're right. I believe they're the same animal. Yeah. Because there's too many similarities throughout all ancient cultures. All the similarities were damn near the same. The stories, their histories, and stuff like that. Um, that's I cannot say that word on YouTube, genocide. That's why I have to say it on live. Because it'll get me in trouble. I've already been in trouble once because they said I was claiming to be a doctor, which I wasn't claiming to be a doctor. I was stating actual medical facts and practices that I used upon myself. And I got put in trouble for a month because I said that and I couldn't earn money for a month. So I can't say those words. That's why instead of saying those words, I say unalived. It's even left fossil tracks behind it. It died or unalived over a geothermal rupture in the crust. I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. No, I don't know if you guys remember, but I got in trouble for like a month. I couldn't earn money or nothing because they claimed that I was claiming to be a doctor, which was not what I was doing. I was talking about a medical practice that has been extremely documented and practices that I used. And they hit me up and I wasn't able to earn money or nothing for like a month. Which I don't earn much on here anyways. I usually get a payout about once every 3 or 4 months. I don't earn a lot of money on here anyways, but adding an extra month on there, it kind of hurts, because we don't get paid out until we hit $100. Sometimes I can do that every month. Most of the time, it's every 3 to 4 months before I hit that $100 mark. I play a doctor on TV. The spirit moves through your body or hug you. Yep. Actually, I have. Ghost, I have. Absolutely. I've even been slapped on the butt. I've been kissed on the cheek. I've been touched. I've been slapped. I've been scratched. I've been pushed. I've had my hair pulled back when I used to have hair. Yeah. They actually left a handprint on my left butt cheek. That's how hard I got slapped in the butt by a ghost. Yeah, it's mine slowed down. Like I was looking at it earlier because I rarely get on there and look at my stats, and I'm at like now I forgot. I think it's like $41. Oh shit! Now I want to make a liar out of me because I don't remember. I don't even remember how many. Oh, I've got 886 subscribers. I don't even keep track of that anymore either. I'm sorry, $46.54. So I mean, I still got a ways to go. It's actually you get more of a return if you donate to my Patreon or to my PayPal than I actually do from freaking YouTube because YouTube takes a cut of it. Spirit can pass through you because they are electromagnetic, synthetic, energy. Yeah, they can pass through you. It feels like spider webs. That's probably one of the best descriptions I ever heard of it. When you get scratched, it feels like, yes, it does. It feels like it's burning. You're absolutely right on that. Yes. Of contact with the electromagnetic radiation. That is a theory. I don't know. We can't exactly say 100% that's true. That's what it is, but it is a good theory that's coming out there. Yeah. But the thing with the burning is I can tell you 100% sure that's true because I've had that happen several times. It starts here, it starts, there's burning, becomes a welt. The next day becomes a scratch or a bruise. I've not usually had mine last more than a couple hours. So that's curious, man. That's a lot of power if it's lasting more than 24 hours. That's a lot of power. Holy crap. Yeah, well, I just got that. It's taking me 2 months to get to that mark, William. That's 2 months of build up. One last payout was. It could be longer than that. Energy that you take with your equipment included electromagnetic radiation, and when you examine the concentrated electromagnetic radiation, and it causes burns. I can't say no, but yeah, it's possible. I like to know how intelligence is contained in plasma in a brain. We understand sympathy. Yeah. Oh, Aaron's got a paranormal story. I have a paranormal story. I'm not swear with you or not about what happened with bruises. Whatever you want to do, if you want to share it with me, Aaron, by all means, I'd love to hear it. If you want to come on live and share it, I'll bring you on live and share it. If you just want to share it in chat, man, either way, we're fine. I mean, it's up to you. It's your story. I would love to hear it, though. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. That's why I was saying earlier, you're surrounded 24/7. People don't understand that. It's not nighttime. Nighttime's just easier to see them. But you're surrounded 24/7 by them. Absolutely. For falsifying earnings views. Hell yeah, man. And ether. Yeah, that's one of the leading theories on that. Absolutely. That's one of the leading theories on that. Absolutely. I don't know. I mean, it's like I've told people all the time, man, ghosts are you and me. They're just not in flesh form anymore. They're in a type of energy form. They're in a spirit form. They still can think, they can act, they can react, they can do all that. And I've showed that in my investigations multiple times. And I've had paranormal investigators who's been doing it for years, can't figure out how I can get more answers than they can because they're human. Yes, they're in ghost form, but they're still human. Talk to them like a human. Ether retains electromagnetic frequencies and electrical current. Yep. Yeah, that's possible. Absolutely. Equals ether is atmospheric consciousness and frequency of electrifies ether is scientist frequency of electricity of ethanol is a liquid spirit that can retain an energetic charge. Possibly. The supernatural doesn't exist in the physical world, but it's physically, yeah. That's why I was trying to tell people, man. Only supernatural can possess you. A ghost cannot possess you. Supernatural can possess. You're absolutely right on that. Been in a personal area, and I mean, and don't want to share. Oh! I get you. Shoot me in a shoot me a message on Messenger if you want. Yeah, if you don't want it shared, don't put it here. If you just want to share it privately, I mean, you shoot me messages on Messenger all the time. Share it there. Yeah, I probably should have done that myself, William, because I got on here and I started falling asleep. And be ignited with electricity in your body. I haven't heard that before. That's interesting. Yep, no worries. Messenger, Aaron, Messenger. That's why defibrillator doesn't always work. I can see that. You look at an old textbook, and it's really quite interesting science that was erased from our timeline. It's not really erased from our timeline. It was just purposely removed so that we would not be educated on the truth of what science actually is. That's why William and I always talk about there's science and there's mainstream science. Mainstream science will mislead you. True science will not. Like when I'm doing investigations, I apply science all the time. And I'm there to try to debunk the situation. If I can't debunk it, that's when I get excited. Just like orbs. I get more excited about orbs in the wintertime when there's when there's very little dust and no insects than I do in the spring, summer, or fall. So it's where was a race before then? Are the elites pushing for autism? I believe so, Michigan. Yes, I'm a firm believer in that. Yep. We're purposely being dumbed down for a reason. That's why I always say there's science and then there's mainstream science. In mainstream science, the talking heads of the government, the talking heads on the boob tube, mainstream science, not a fan of. Yeah, William, I agree with you on that 100%. Sorry, but yeah, I agree. I've actually ran into that with a cousin of mine in Kentucky in the Appalachians, because he says, "Well, that's not what Google AI is saying, and Google AI puts everything out there that's real." No, they don't. You got away with taking books out of the Bible. They got, oh yeah, yeah, yep, absolutely. So, does anybody got anything else they want to share? We're getting down to about 8 minutes. Is that it doesn't give you access to everything on the internet and don't everything exist before the internet? Yeah. Well, it's like, when I talked to that cousin of mine, it's like, dude, I was talking to a professor over in Oxfordshire about our family history, and he was telling us our family history. And he's like, I pulled that up on Google and that never came up. That's just a false statement because this will put anything that a professor or any type of history book says. I'm like, okay, dude, have fun in your research because obviously you're not going to listen. They absolutely do not do that. Paranormal Among Us will be on in 7 minutes. I've got some shows that I am way behind on. Actually, Paranormal Among Us, I'm way behind on that one, I think. Is that the name of that show I was thinking? I might be. I had a thief intelligence is only good for people who lack authenticity. Yep. And yeah. I am waiting for that, Monisha. Don't make me come up there and give you the what for. I've been waiting on that. You're going to get yourself in trouble one day. I don't know what to do with you. Oh, are they? Cool. Yeah. And I'll be on Jessica's show tonight. So that won't be for, I think, was it 2 hours after my show, I believe, is when I'll be live on Jessica's show tonight. And Jessica will be on my show tomorrow night, where we're going to dive more into the paranormal and supernatural ties to Bigfoot. Man, that sounds like I need to go through and re-edit that live. That sounds like a better title for the live. Yep, 9 Central Standard Time, baby. So it's like, yep, it's 2 hours after my show ends. Base Camp Chris is talking about the Ozarks now. Dude, the Ozarks, there's a lot of... I am not commenting, Manisha. Yeah, there's a lot of strange things that happens here in the Ozarks. And as you can violently react to the overstimulation, that needs a possibility that is... Like, so if you guys ever watch on my investigations, the paranormal investigation I did at the Springfield Commercial Club, literally, I had a ghost admit that they're related to me. Now, they wouldn't tell me exactly how they're related to me, but they did say, because they called me their son. And I was like, why? What are you to me to call for you to call me your son? And I was talking about it being related, and it said yes. And I asked it, I said, can you talk to the people that I know of my past, that has passed away that I know? And it said yes, sometimes. Oops. Manisha's being... Now she's picking on me. I was picking on her last week. Now she's picking on me. So, you know, it's, I mean, this stuff is real. I mean, and that's why I cannot say 100% for sure. This is why I get so much paranormal activity and I'm so successful at it, is because I treat them like a human, because they're still human. But that is a very strong theory that has a lot of evidence behind it. Now, one thing I also know too is that through my investigations, I've seen a common occurrence. And this is another one of my theories, and other people is picking up on this theory as well. I've heard other people talk about it as well. And that is, if you're newly deceased, your memories are not that good. And that's why you get so many times of them not asking you. And you'll hear, I mean, every investigation I put on my, since I started recording my investigations and I've got on YouTube, you'll hear it asked every single time, am I dead? And I have to say, yes, sadly you are. Can you recall what happened to you? And that's because I'm trying to help them to realize what's going on, to help them either pass on or to understand what condition they're in now. And it seems like the freshly deceased that they are, their memory is not as well as someone that's been deceased for a while. Yes, exactly, Gary. Yes. My mother is passed away, revered. My mother has passed away prior to me doing that investigation. My sperm donor is an all-male medium security prison in Quincy, Illinois. Now, my half-brother's dad, who was a dad to me for a very long time, has also been passed away, and he has called me his son as well. Yeah, I've been tracking that down, but so far my investigations and my research has led me to that conclusion that the freshly deceased they are, the less of their memory they have what's going on. But depends on how they die, how they pass on, might be a good way of determining. Like sometimes I get them to recall it really quick. Sometimes I can't get them to recall it at all. So how they pass on could be what leads them to being able to remember how they passed on. But it also goes in their memory too. Has he? I don't listen to Barry, so I don't know. So I mean, there you go. There's another one. Yeah, I mean, this is something that I've studied for a long time, for many, many years. And I'm happy to see more and more people starting to come to that as well. Because that to me is going, okay, it's not just me thinking this. I mean, this is what I've gathered on my investigations. This is my theory, my opinion, my hypothesis on this stuff. I absolutely cannot say 100% this is true. This is just all the evidence I got towards my investigations. It leads me to this theory, and it's bore a lot of fruit. And I'm starting to see more and more people starting to think the same way. So, y'all, we've hit that 2-hour mark. So I want to thank everybody once again. Sorry, no intro, no outro. I found out what was going on. I can't fix it till next week. Once it's fixed, we'll have all that stuff where I can go back to do the stuff I usually do on my lives. For now, for this week, I have to go live on StreamYard because that's the only thing I can go live on unless I go to YouTube directly. Shout out to my mods in the chat today, Roxanne, William. They're always a huge help, and I'm very blessed to have them helping me on this. That's a good question. If you get stuck in that mindset, Manisha, call me. To my new subscribers, my OGs, thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. I am truly, 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 truly blessed and thankful for every single one of you guys. Y'all get on here and listen to this old hillbilly talk every week, and I'm very, very thankful for that. Go over there, catch Gary's show. I'm brain farting. Let me get it popped up here real quick. I got too much stuff going on in my head, and I forget, and I'm getting things mixed up, so I don't want to call something that's not what it is because I got too much stuff in my head and it'll get mixed up. Paranormal Among Us, make sure you go there, give them a follow. Tonight at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, join Jessica Jones and me on her live. And then make sure you catch us tomorrow night as Jessica's on my show as we're talking about the ties to the paranormal, supernatural, and Bigfoot. With that being said, peace, love, and blessings to everyone in here. Y'all have a great night, and I can't wait to be able to talk with you guys again. And we'll see you later. Goodbye.